Five, four, three, two, one. Hi, everyone. You're listening to Spotlight Radio, and I'm your host, Angelica, or Angie, whatever. And each week, I'll be bringing you music or musicians or people that I like that you should know about. And there's someone here with me in the studio that I like, and she's my good friend, Briana, and she's the owner and founder of Unsigned and Unleashed. Hi, Briana.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing, just chilling. Thank you for coming on, especially on such a short notice.
No worries, it's an honor.
Thank you. On the first episode. So, Unsigned and Unleashed. How did you get into that? Like, what inspired you to start the music blog?
Well, this is going to sound pretty cliche, but there's a movie called Almost Famous. You probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's like the best movie ever. And I saw it for the first time, and, I realized, like, I love music, and I like writing, so I want to be a music journalist, and I want to write for alternative press. So I started this blog as, like, a way to, like, get some practice in. I mean, I don't want to do that anymore, but I've definitely continued it, so.
That's good. Do you see it as a long-term thing, or are you just doing it as a for-now thing?
Ideally, I'd kind of like to get busy enough to the point where I, like...
Where you don't have to.
Yeah. But until that point, yeah, I'll definitely keep it going.
That's awesome. You interview a lot of bands, right? I mean... I feel silly asking this because I totally don't know. But you interview a lot of bands. Have you ever been starstruck during an interview? Has there ever been a time where you were so choked up and in your head you were like, "Oh my gosh," but you couldn't,
Yeah.
like how I get?
Yeah, I understand. I feel like my inner fangirl kind of died out a little bit, but I mean, there's times where like I meet a band and like I listen to your music like right before I came to your show, and it's like, oh my god. But I mean, I don't freak out about it because you gotta try to compete with like other companies and other blogs out there, because at the end of the day, it's like a lot of these bands might not know what Unsigned and Unleashed is, so I don't want to sound like a 16-year-old girl who doesn't have any idea what's going on, and they're just like fangirling, because that's what happens a lot, and that's what a lot of people do. Like, they just want to hang out with bands, so like, I want to interview them, and it's like really annoying, and it makes like other blogs who are trying to do this kind of look stupid. So I try not to fangirl, basically.
Good, that's good. It gives you something to stand out about.
Yeah, for sure.
And you guys definitely do. You're also doing an internship, right?
Yes. Right now I'm interning at a record label called Mightier Than Sword Records. So everybody check that out for some good pop punk,
Do check that out. Is it hard balancing everything? Because I remember last semester we were talking and things were already like crazy. Cray. And now you have the internship on top of that. So it's like stuff after stuff after stuff. How do you do it?
I guess what's different this time around, like, I actually get to plan my schedule for the first time. So,
yeah, that's good.
I mean, a lot of the times I'm not even in school, so there's certain days where I take out, like, for internship and, like, blog stuff, and, like, I carry my laptop all the time, which is why my back hurts. So in between classes, I'm blogging and stuff like that. So it's manageable, but, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So you guys, when you check out her page, appreciate what she goes through for that.
Yes, please do. The next question, lady.
The next question. I know that you said you try not to fangirl, but are there any songs that you wish were written about you? Like, there's a song you listen to, like, oh, I wish I was that girl. Or any songs that are just so beautiful?
Yes, actually, I do. At first, I was stumped. I'm like, damn, I don't know what to say, but... Actually, my favorite love song of all time is called You Are the Daybreak by Kevin Devine.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
It's just, like, perfect. Just perfect. I wish that song was written about me, because nothing tops that song as far as love goes for me.
We're seeing him on my birthday, so hopefully he'll play that.
Yeah, check out Kev Dev, y'all.
Kev Dev.
Yeah.
I wish JC Rai by All Time Low were written about me. And I know that's the ultimate, like, oh my gosh, I love All Time Low. But when they do it acoustically, like just Alex and his guitar, I wish I were JC Rai. Even though he ditched her and left her in the cold.
Yeah.
I wish I were JC Rai just because of that song.
All Time Low. Good time.
Has anyone ever recognized you at a show from your blog? Has anyone walked up to you and be like, I know who you are?
Oh my God, that would be so weird to me. No, that hasn't happened. I mean, what I've started to do now is like wear the Unsigned and Unleashed baseball tee. But yeah, no, not really, because on the blog, you can't necessarily, like, if you creep hard enough, you could find me, but I don't have my picture on the blog or like my Facebook link or anything like that. So, a lot of people don't even really know what I look like unless, like, you check the blog every single day.
Yeah. So. Or they go to the web store, check out her web store, and buy a shirt.
Yeah, check that out. Do it up. Man. What's
the craziest thing that's ever happened to you at a concert?
The craziest thing. The craziest thing. As of right now, I think somebody threw up on me once.
Ew, really?
Yeah. Yeah, but at the time, like, it was like the Honda Civic Tour. Paramore was headlining, and that's my favorite band, and it was like 99 degrees in Philadelphia, and that's like outside the pit. So inside the pit by the barricade is probably like 110 degrees, and I guess this girl had been drinking, and I just felt something warm, and then I think it was like her puking, but yeah, I think that's the craziest.
Ew, that's
sexy. Yum,
attractive.
Yum, yum. Give me that vomit. Okay, that's disgusting. Went a little too far. A little far there.
A wee bit. What's the most not embarrassing, just not most out there? No, yeah, most embarrassing. Most embarrassing moment.
Okay. Well, it's actually probably not that embarrassing, but it's embarrassing for me a little bit. The first band I ever interviewed was a band called Drugs, or Destroy Rebuild Until God Shows. And I was really excited because they're kind of like a super group because all the members were from previous bands, and I really liked them. And I was really psyched, and what I forgot to do was kind of look and see who's in the band, match faces to names and stuff. I'm just like, oh my God, I can't wait to meet like Craig Owens, because he's like really known in this like scene of music. So I went there, and I'm like, hey, and I met like my contact guy, and he's like, oh yeah, here I am, and la la la, and I'm like, oh, you're the tour manager, and he's like, yeah, I guess I do some tour managing a little bit. And come and behold, like, it's the drummer of the band, and I looked like such an idiot because I didn't even know who he was, and like I didn't even realize it until I was like actually like getting ready to start the interview. So that was kind of embarrassing for me, but I learned my lesson. So now I try to know members.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you get that interview? Because I know they're really big. How did that happen? That
was a freak accident because I don't know how I got that interview either. Because, I guess in a way I kind of understand because I used to intern at another label, so I used to get a lot of emails from people requesting interviews. So I kind of knew like how to word it and stuff. But still, I don't know how I got that interview. I just got lucky, and good for me, I guess.
How old are you when you started the blog?
I started it 2 years ago, so I was probably 16.
Wow. And you had an internship at 16?
I had an internship a year later. I was trying to get internships when I was 16, but I wasn't having any luck. But props to Feel by Robin for actually saying, maybe if you're older. At least they got back to me. But, yeah.
Oh, yay. That was something.